So I've got a recording. Okay, cool. So we're recording now. So hi everyone and people that come on periodically as we get started here. Very grateful to have the amazing Karen Millers on, co-presenting this business briefing tonight. Well, tonight as we're doing it right now. So yeah, Karen Millers, I'd love to hear your story and why you got involved in this incredible business. I mean, I've heard it a fair few times, but I'd love for you to share a bit about your background and why you got involved and why you're still involved as well, because I know you've been doing it for a little bit of time now.
Thanks, Christian, and thanks for inviting me. I really, it's a real honour. And so my story is that I have a background in banking and finance. I worked for one of the major banks here in Queensland. I'm in Queensland. And did that for about 15 years. And in fact, back then when I was in the bank, you had to transfer to get promotion. And so it was fun when you were single. You transferred around the countryside and you worked in all different places and met amazing people, and it was great fun. But once you were married and had children, it soon grew hairs on it. It was not fun, you know, dragging kids around, moving every 2 years to so that you could have a promotion in your job. And so became very, very disgruntled with banking, and of course you were treated like a number. In fact, it got so bad. I remember at one point, my husband at the time, his mother died, and they didn't even send him a sympathy card. And he had worked for the bank for 25 years, so you were just a number. Anyway, got out of the bank and we bought our first business. We bought a licensed post office, and we spent about $700,000 on a business that sold 60-cent stamps. So you do the maths, you've got to sell a hell of a lot of stamps to get your money back. And of course, we were a family, and so we had a 6-month-old and a 4-year-old at the time, and I was working 10 hours a day, 6 days a week, as well as raising my family. And so that wasn't any fun. That wasn't the business that we dreamed of. And the reason why we knew that we wanted to buy a business is, being bank Johnnies, we knew that people that had money were people that weren't working for someone else. They had their own businesses. So we wanted to have our own business, but our first business was not much fun at all. And we did that for about 3.5 years. And during that time, you know, my dad had passed away during that time, and we couldn't just close our post office doors. We had to keep the post office going. I remember traveling a couple hours to go home to my mum, and you know, again, very, very unhappy with those sorts of choices. And so 6 years after selling our post office, we were looking for another business all the time. But 6 years later, we were introduced to Nu Skin, and we heard about the company, that it was focused in anti-aging and wellness, which was something that I was always interested in. However, then we also heard that it was a network marketing company, and my lights went off straight away. It wasn't something that I was really interested in. I had not had any experience about network marketing, but I had this thing in my head about what it was. And so I just switched off. I wasn't interested at all. But what happened was, back then, the company was launching a piece of technology that was very intriguing to me, called the biophotonic scanner, and that could measure your antioxidants. And I had a cancer scare, and my family has had lots of cancer in the family. And I decided that was a really important biomarker for my body. And so I wanted to learn more about that technology. And so the only way to learn back then was to attend events. And when I attended events, I met these extraordinary, well, actually, I should say they were actually ordinary people that were living extraordinary lives. And they were creating memories with their families instead of just yelling at them to hurry up and get moving so I could take my kids to school, so I could go to work, so I could make someone else money. And also I could get them to bed because I was tired and I was cranky and I was stressed. And eventually I opened my head and my heart to learning a little bit more, and my life completely changed, Christian.
That's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing when I think a lot of people are skeptical in these types of businesses. You know what I mean? Until you really see it for what it is and see it from the inside. And like you said, get to events. I know you've been to many events And, you know, before we even started chatting, I used to see you at the Australian events. And I'm just like, I know who that is. It's incredible. Events are so life-changing. So thanks for that, Karen. So we're going to run through this business briefing document tonight and run over some really key things and some really exciting things as well with what's happening with this business as well. So I'll run through this fairly quickly, not too crazy, but I do want to get it through it at a certain pace. And I'm going to get Karen to talk about probably the most important thing, which is the money side of things. And and Karen's actually a Circle of Excellence one, aren't you, Karen?
Yes, I am.
So you've earned over $1 million within this company, which is absolutely incredible. So congratulations on that.
I pinched myself.
You have to I'm coming for you. But that's an incredible achievement for sure. So yeah, starting off at the start of this is some really important things. And, you know, when I was looking at a business and doing something different from having just a day job, you know, I wanted to know that the stability was there and the trust was there. And I haven't seen any other company like this. And I know some other people are just like, oh, our company's the best. But I'm sure Karen can back this up and just say there is no company like Nu Skin. There is no company like the people and, you know, the integrity, the vision within the company, the innovation is next level. We're going to get to that a little bit later. And incorporating all this is your future, right? People come into this looking for something. They're looking for, you know, to get to the next level in their life. And that's how I was. I didn't want to go backwards and forwards to a job that I hated, making someone else rich, building their dream like Karen was touched on before. So, you know, we've seen in the last year a lot of things changing. You know, a lot more people working from home. That's kind of an understatement, so to speak. Supplemental income, leveraged income. Not a lot of people know about leveraged income. I mean, if you ask the average person, they're going backwards and forwards to like a linear income, which is go to work, get paid. There's no leverage there. Owning a business, time flexibility. You know, I've seen time and time again, young mums do this type of business around their very young kids. Relationships, self-development is a huge part of this business. And I'm very obsessed with self-development. It's just part of the business. Meeting other people, meeting new people, and then, you know, incorporating family and travel opportunities have been incredible. I mean, I've been to our headquarters twice. I've worked from airports and planes and trains and all this type of stuff. It's really incredible, the flexibility. So I'm going to move forward into some other things as well. And this is really, you know, important keys as well. Trends drive the future. I mean, this is not fads. This is like trends. And trends don't just kind of just go away quickly. They hang around for a long time. Adoption of technology and e-commerce, personalized solutions for beauty and wellness, social selling and flexible working, sustainability and environmental impact. I mean, we've won awards here. You can see on the screen. Won some really cool awards as well within this area. So who is Nu Skin? We're nearly in 50 markets, which is incredible. 37 years in business, which is incredible as well. Not a lot of companies last the test of time in these types of businesses. And there's only a handful that got to $1 billion as well. And last year we did 2.58 billion in 2020. And I love seeing that number there, Karen, because it's crazy, the growth that we've had in the last 12 months and 12 years. Trading on the New York Stock Exchange. What does that mean to you, Karen, when you first heard about like trading on the New York Stock Exchange and, you know, the trust there?
So with the banking background, of course, that's really important because it means it's transparent, that everything that they tell us, we can check. So yeah, there's a lot of companies out there that aren't traded, and so they can tell you sort of anything. But yeah, these guys can't. Everything that they tell us, we can check.
It's amazing. Yeah, for sure. So moving forward, the company's vision, I love this. I absolutely love it. So to become the world's leading innovation, beauty and wellness company, powered by a dynamic business opportunity platform. I mean, that's a lot. That's a bit of a mouthful, but, you know, we're always striving to get to the next level in what we're doing. And you'll see this within when I show the devices coming up soon. And Karen knows tons about devices. She's done many, many demos. And I'm kind of on that path as well. So we'll talk about the devices soon. The science behind Nu Skin is unbelievable. It still blows my mind. I'm definitely no scientist or doctor or any of that kind of background, but knowing that we've got this type of, you know, innovation and the science backing everything, it gives me ultra confidence with the products and using the products and sharing the products as well. Over 25 in-house scientists, 2 research centers driven by innovation, 6S quality process, scientific advisory board. So there's a lot to it, that's for sure. And there's some other stuff down below here. So the ageLOC brand is a $10 billion brand. I only kind of found that out like last year, and I was really blown away at that. That's incredible to have a brand within the company that's so big. And you can see Dr. Joe Chang up there in the middle. He's our head scientist, and very, very intelligent guy, and very, very funny guy as well. So moving forward, we're going to talk about the devices, which is a huge part of Nu Skin now. And we're actually the #1 for these types of devices for 4 years running. I mean, Karen, I'd love for you to just touch on this really quickly as well. How, you know, because I know you started within the business doing a lot of demonstrations with the Galvanic Spa. And, you know, I'd love to know, like, how you did those and what kind of results you got within it for the business and on people as well, because I know a lot of people want to look and feel younger.
Oh, absolutely. I don't know anybody who wants to look older tomorrow or feel older tomorrow either. And I certainly wasn't one of those people. So I didn't mind getting older. I just didn't want to get uglier as I got older. And so I was introduced to the Galvanic Spa in November 2006 when the company was launching it here in Queensland. And they said it would iron out wrinkles out of your face. Now, I was born and bred Gold Coaster. My parents, not the glitzy glamorous end, I'm from the rural end. My parents were sugarcane farmers. I'm one of 8, so I grew up with homemade everything, including undies. And so when I heard that it would iron out wrinkles, I didn't really think it would really do that. But I had lots of sun damage. My skin wasn't aging particularly well. And so I was curious enough to go have a little look. And I walked into this venue. There was about 300 people in the room, and they're doing half of people's faces, Christian. And I was so skeptical. I didn't want anyone to touch my skin. My skin was so terrible anyway. I should have. But I was watching them do half of people's faces with this little device. And right in front of my eyes, this lady's face changed. The lines around her eyes softened, her eyebrow lifted, her cheeks sat up higher, and I said, I'll have one of those. I just thought I was going to use it myself. I went home to my husband and I said, I got this machine, it irons out wrinkles out of your face. And he looked at me really blankly and went, you'd believe anything. And I said, sit down, I bought it. And anyway, I did half of his face and half of my face. We looked in the mirror, couldn't see anything, but I could feel the difference in my skin. And he just thought it was rubbish and decided to use it on half of his face for the time allotted period that it comes with the money back guarantee, to prove that I was gullible and that and to make sure that I'd get my money back. So after 8 weeks, he looked like a stroke victim. Everybody was noticing. I was already telling all my girlfriends, hey, I got this thing, and I knew if I didn't share it with you, you'd kill me. And that's all I thought I would do. I'd just tell my girlfriends because I loved them and I knew that they would kill me. But what happened is that I showed my girlfriends and they said, you've got to show my other girlfriend. And then it just sort of grew. And it was so much more fun than working for somebody else and making other people money. And slowly what happened, it allowed me to go from working full-time to part-time to spare time, to one day walking into work and going, you know what, thank you so much for employing me, but I don't need you anymore. And that was a fantastic day because I could go home and look after my babies, and I could work around them instead of them working around me. And so I've loved sharing the devices. The devices are very, very unique in the market. There's nothing out there like them. They're guaranteed to work on everybody's skin. And the Lumi Spa, which is the one that we use in the shower, is absolutely my favourite for anyone starting. Start with a Lumi Spa and then we build on from there if they want advanced skincare. But healthy skin is clean skin. And it took us 10 years to sell 2 million of these and only 18 months to sell 2 million Lumi Spas. So the Lumi Spas are for every age, men and women, boys and girls. Everybody needs healthy skin.
Amazing. I love that. Yeah, yeah. And I love the Galvanic too. I love the Lumi, but the Galvanic's just, oh my God, it's incredible.
And I love it too. And it's a big market, Christian. It's currently a $40 billion market at home beauty devices. And it's set to triple in the next 5 years. So, you know, if you think of that as a pie and, you know, if you want to get a little that piece of the pie, we've actually got the opportunity because the company profit shares with us.
Yeah. Definitely. That's amazing. Would you say that you quit your job from doing Galvanic spa demos, or you wouldn't go that? You would, just from that device. So there you go. Unbelievable.
This is over $1 million. This.
Oh, wow. That's unbelievable.
So how many things have you got in your bathroom that make you money, or in your handbag? I used to call this my ATM in my handbag.
I've talked to people about that recently. You know what I mean? Because I try to explain the business very simple. I do explain this business very simply. It's just like we're already using toothpaste, body wash, shampoo. Like you're making money off that stuff. And it's about transferring over what you're already using. You know what I mean? And our stuff is incredible. Toothpaste, everything that I've used is just like, this is high end. And I never used to spend much money on toothpaste or body wash. Like I was just like, oh, whatever's the cheapest. Now I'm using the best. And it's unbelievable. So thanks for sharing with that. Amazing. So we're moving forward, more about the devices here. You know, we are the number one within devices, and the Boost just launched this year, and it's launching later in the year in America and Europe. I'm not too sure. I think later. Yeah, there's the Boost as well. I've seen Karen do lots of demos on Facebook stories and stuff like that. Cool. And moving forward again. Yeah, so we're talking about the Boost here. So the Boost is something that's totally different to the Galvanic Spa. It actually works off microcurrent technology. I mean, actually, Karen, I don't want you to take over too much, Karen, but I know you know a lot about the devices. If you want to just quickly talk about the Boost, because I know you do know like a fair bit about the devices, and it is a fair bit different to the Galvanic too, isn't it? Like what it's doing and how it works. Yeah,
they do different things, and so and they work differently, but. For a 1-2 punch, the Lumi Spa in the shower to clean your skin, and then the Boost every day. And this is like 2 minutes. So, you know, 2 minutes. And what it's doing is infusing these extraordinary ingredients into the skin in our Boost serum. And those ingredients have got, first of all, 4 different types of hyaluronic acid, which is little water magnets that sit on top of our skin so that our skin is more hydrated. It's got a natural AHA, which is really great for discoloration and also premature aging. Of course, anybody in Australia has got sun damage, and it's got other goodies in there that actually leave the skin plumper. And so you can just do half of somebody's face with this, and most people will see a difference straight away, and they definitely feel a difference. I actually have a picture of me after using this on my one side of my face for a month. And the difference on one side to the other, I quickly started doing the other side. So it is a fabulous product. And again, all ages. So this is just really, really simple. Lumi Spa Boost, you've got an amazing, you know, high quality products that will give you results, long-term results.
Awesome. Thanks so much for sharing the details. And yeah, really good for pigmentation too. I've saw some from Alison McMillan, like the different before and afters with the pigmentation, absolutely incredible. So moving forward into a few other products, and not devices now, but another new skincare line that launched this year. And this is our bioadaptive skincare, the Nutricentials launch. It's already won awards as well, which is crazy. Global Green Beauty Awards 2020 and Best Natural Face Mask, and Global Green Beauty Awards 2020 Best Sustainable Beauty Product. So this is like a revamp of an old line, and it's incredible to be the first that has, you know, bioadaptive skincare as well. And I know they worked really hard on this and to get it right as well. So Okay, moving forward, we're going to talk about a little bit of social media stuff. And I know, Karen, you started offline. I've been mostly online in this business, but we've got so many social sellers. I mean, that's just a handful on the screen right there. I know the toothpaste has been a viral product for literally years. Fluoride one, and then the fluoride-free one. The tanner, I think it was the most sold tanner. Don't quote me on this. I think it was the most sold tanner in the US recently, like the best seller. So the Sunlight Instaglow. And we've also got, I would add another one to that, the Dramatic Effects, which I've got some down here. And I've sold this in like 7 countries. This stuff is like, it's crazy, the demand for this. I still can't believe it. How many people want it. So social selling and be able to using social media to move product and, you know, show before and afters and doing it in a strategic way is, you know, something I've been doing for literally years now. And it's not kind of shouting from the rooftops that it's new scan and come and buy this. It's more showing results and building curiosity. It just works so well. Because people don't go to social media just to buy stuff. They just don't. They go there to scroll and look at their friends swimming or connect with people. And that's what social media is for. It's not actually really built to sell stuff. But if you do it in strategic ways, it works really, really well. And especially in the Lumi, the devices, doing like lives and stuff about that, about the benefits of the devices, really, really powerful. Okay, moving forward, we've got Pharmanex, which is, I believe it's the #1 nutritional company in the US. That's what one of my coaches and mentors has said. And I'll just stick to that's my opinion. I don't want anyone to say, no, it's not. But I think it would be. And it's probably the #1 here in Australia too. But so the scanner is something that's, you know, the scanner's been around for a while. It used to be a much bigger device. I think it used to even take up a lot of one room at one stage, but now it's kind of a very much smaller device. So this actually reads your measures your live antioxidant levels in your body in 30 seconds. And when I first got scanned, my score was pretty low, and I was kind of expecting it to be low. I don't know why, but and it's, you know, and then I knew that I had to start, you know, improving my health and getting on different supplements and stuff like that. So now I'm on, you know, 3 or 4 key supplements, and that score is like risen right up. So it actually gives you a score in 30 seconds out of 100,000. It actually goes to, like, it's connected to an iPad, and it shows you like a live reading as well. I believe the company spent over $100 million on this device. It's Nobel Prize winning, and actually was developed in the University of Utah as well. Do you want to talk about this at all, Karen?
I think the scanner is an amazing technology because, first of all, it gives us the ability to be able to show how good our body is against its own degeneration. So it's directly related to how long we live and how fast we'll age. And so I'm very, very passionate about the Biophotonics scanner and then the products that support it, because there's no use looking fabulous on the outside if you're crusty on the inside. And so being able to measure and remeasure is science. And so with our Pharmanex products, and Pharmanex standing for the next generation of pharmaceuticals, we can measure your ability to be able to absorb these products. And that gives that consumer extraordinary, I guess, reassurance, because I know I used to go to the health food store and say, oh, look, I need a multivitamin. And they'd say, oh, this one's on special this month, try this. Well, that's not good enough. Whereas LifePak is a complete nutritional program in a box, and we can measure that your body is going to be able to absorb it. And so, yeah, I love having access to the Biophotonics scanner, because I used to spend a fortune on vitamins, and most of the time I was just passing them. And whereas this, I know my body is actually absorbing the products that I am spending my hard-earned money buying. And so as a consumer, I know last year in Australia, $1.8 billion was spent on vitamins. People don't even know if they work. This is a great way to see if your vitamins are working for your body. And if they're not, try ours, and we'll guarantee that they will.
Yeah. Wow. That's amazing. What was that number? Sorry, 1.8
billion.
Just in Australia. Wow. Holy, yeah, we need to direct more of that to what we're doing. That's incredible. That's really, really incredible. Thanks, Karen.
So if you're thinking with a business hat on, you've got a great business opportunity just with that one device.
Totally. Yeah, definitely, definitely. It's absolutely incredible. So yeah, moving forward, what can we offer you? Supplemental income, set your own hours and work towards your own goals, which is really important. I mean, no one in any job has said, hey, Christian, what's your goals? You know what I mean? So this is much different to any job. Like, opportunity to work remotely and from wherever you want. I mean, I've literally worked from the beach, sit there in my car for a few hours and invite people to a presentation like this, or do some follow-up about a device or something like that, or make some content, whatever it may be. So it's incredible. Possibility earn sales bonuses weekly and monthly. So yeah, we have the opportunity to make money daily, weekly and monthly, which is absolutely incredible. I remember when I first started in this business with the old comp plan, and I used to wish, it'd be good if we could kind of maybe a little bit different. And they brought out the new comp plan, which is unbelievable. More than 40% of revenue goes to commissions, which is incredible. Really, that's amazing. So we're going to talk about money. We'll dive into the compensation plan a little bit, well, actually very soon. So what Nu Skin does? There's a lot of things here. I mightn't go through all these because there's a lot of stuff there, but product R&D and innovate, like that's a huge thing. That's a huge part of Nu Skin, innovating new stuff, not just innovating and making new products that are already out there, just making stuff it's not going to just like test the market. It's really going to dominate the market when they bring it out. Manufacturing, distribution, marketing materials, inventory, sales tools, literature, shipping. I mean, our shipping is so fast. It still blows my mind that I can get products literally within days, even with new products that are launched. Pay commissions on time, which is very important. Vision and strategy, customer relationships, supply chain facilities, management conventions, logistics, auto shipping program. I will go through them all. Accounts management, websites, incentive trips, order processing, technical and product support. So there's a lot in there. What we do, sell products to customers, share the leadership opportunity with others. So it's pretty simple. This business is not like some degree or something that you're going to do at university. There's a few simple things that build the business, and it's important not to complicate how simple it is as well. So now we're going to go into the first part of like the compensation plan. And I know I was just going to get you to do this part, Karen, but I have asked you to do about a few other topics in this, so I really appreciate it. But yeah, I'd love for you to talk about how the comp plan works, Karen, and because it is incredible velocity.
That's okay, and it's a very, very simple compensation plan. I know for me, I like to make things complicated, but the company is very, very good at keeping things simplistic. So virtually, most people come in, they can be a customer and just enjoy the products and love them, and we love our customers that do that. But if you can see that there is an opportunity here for you and your family, then you might want to join and become what we call a brand affiliate. And as a brand affiliate, you can sell products and make a wholesale to retail markup, which just like any other shop. So you sell the product. You don't have to buy it first. The company ships it ships it directly to whomever you're recommending it to, and you'll enjoy a wholesale to retail markup, and then you'll also earn a sharing bonus, which is a small percentage of the value of each product. And so even if you recommend it to, say, your sister, your mother, your father at wholesale, you'll still earn a little bit on that sharing bonus. And it's really simple. So that's our share section, and the company pays us that weekly. So the next thing is our build. So building is when you are going to purposely go out there and build what I refer to as a store. Now, it's not a bricks and mortar store. My store is my mouth. When my mouth is talking about our Nu Skin products, that's my store is open. And so most people know 30 people. And most people that we know are interested in wrinkles, wobbly bits, wellness, weight management, white teeth, better energy, better clarity of mind, better sexual vitality, all of those things. And so we've got products that can work for every budget and everybody. That bioadaptive range that Christian just mentioned before, oh my goodness, it is a magnificent range of products. It's an affordable luxury, less than $200 for 5 products, from a cleanser, toner, day and nighttime moisturizer, and a serum. Most serums cost $200 alone, and this range is incredible. So most people can choose, like a cleanser for less than $30. Yeah, most people can choose to afford these products. So we do have something for every budget and everybody. And so you can create a store where you're getting your wholesale to retail markup, but you're also looking for other people that are going to create stores as well. And so other people go out there and do the share part and the build part, and the company then pays you bonuses on those as well. So between 5 and 40%, and they're paid monthly. And then the lead. The lead part is something that I never thought that would be me. And that is when you're actually building, going out there and purposely looking for people that are going to build businesses, that are going to have their own shops, working all the time and talking to people wherever they are in our 50 markets around the world. And the company pays you that sharing bonus, the wholesale to retail markup, they'll pay you the sharing bonuses, they'll pay you the building bonuses, but then on top of that, they'll pay you a leading bonus. And that's 5%, 6 levels deep. Now, 6 stores deep. So how I got to understand that in my mind is that I thought of McDonald's. And so most of us know Ronald McDonald and the most successful franchise in the world. And so if we look at McDonald's, we've got kids that are working at the store and they sell some products and they make some money. That's a bit like our sharers. The builders are people that actually go, you know what, I'm going to buy a McDonald's store. The one here in Surfers Paradise where I live, a couple of years ago, sold for $22 million. So our stores don't cost that much. Most people could get in for the less than a price of a moped, and to build a business that can earn you just as much as that $22 million McDonald's store. And so working in the store, owning a store, and then being corporate McDonald's. So being just like Ronald McDonald. Ronald McDonald earns a little bit of money from every store that's created around the world. Who wants to be Ronald McDonald? And that's what we do. We help people create stores and get what they want. And in turn, the company profit shares with us. And so if we help enough people get what they want, whether they want to share products and earn a little bit so they get their products paid for, whether they want to replace an income or they want to have a lifestyle income, that's what we help people do. And then the company rewards us for that. And it's very, very simple.
Amazing. Thanks so much. Yeah. Thanks for breaking that down, Karen. Very simply put as well. And yeah, that's crazy, that McDonald's stat. Wow. It's unbelievable too. So yeah, and moving forward, here are the averages for each level in the business too, right from brand affiliate, which is getting a free account within Nu Skin, right up to the other end. And Team Elite's not on there. Karen is actually at Team Elite. So that's one step above our Blue Diamond director there. But these are the averages. So it all works off, volume created in the marketplace. So it could be a lot more as a brand rep, or it could be a lot more as a Ruby. It all goes off volume. And, I've seen that myself too, but they need to average it down so they can show.
And these are US dollars as well. So they're not Australian dollars.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Cool. Okay, moving forward. And this is where we talk about trips. And I know Karen's been on, she said 17 trips, which is incredible. And I need to get my butt on a trip because I haven't been on any trips yet. And I'll put my hand up to say that, I need to do it, And it's part of the business and setting goals and, having something to strive for ourselves. But not only that, so we can show our team that it's possible as well. I've heard that time and time again, and certain people asking certain people, hey, when are you going to get to this certain level in the business? And it's to show, others what's possible as well. It's not, once we sign up in this business, then we focus on other people and helping other people. So yeah, there's incredible locations here. This is actually the European document here. So we don't have the Pacific ones here, but we can work in nearly 50 countries. So, sorry, Karen, I don't mean to pull you up again, but I know you've been on a lot of trips. What's the best thing about being on a trip, would you say? Apart from the location, of course.
well, you get to hang around people that are like-minded and that they are looking for the same thing. So the energy in these trips are incredible, and I've been lucky enough to be on go on several Team Elite trips as well. So this is the next level. And when you when you go on holidays with people that are millionaires, it's amazing. It's so much fun, and yeah, it's an incredible journey. And I know that sounds a bit, I guess that sounds a bit toffee, but the thing is, I never ever thought in my wildest dreams that would be me, but it does. It changes your life and it brings you up to that next level. So if you hang around, you know, the 5 people that you're hanging around will always, if they're better than you, as in they're achieving more, they lift you up. And so it really puts you in a place where you know that you can have more, be more, help more, and that's a good thing.
That's incredible, yeah. And not to mention they are free trips too. 5-star free trip for 2, yeah.
Yeah, 5 stars, fabulous. We've stayed in some amazing places. You know, I've been to, they closed the Louvre. We had a private tour of the Louvre where 1 million people go through a day. We had a private tour. They closed Versailles Palace. We had dinner there. They closed Universal Studios in Los Angeles, and we had the Universal Studios to ourselves.
Wow.
We've been to the Vatican, the only people in the Vatican. They closed the Vatican for us. So it's quite incredible. And yeah, again, I walk around this place pinching myself all the time. I feel so blessed and so lucky to be with a company that recognises people for their contribution.
That's amazing. Yeah, totally. Cool. So moving forward and kind of changing gears a little bit. I mean, Nu Skin was, you know, started on giving back, I believe. It really was. As soon as they started this, 3 people started this company, you know, it was all about giving back. And Nourish the Children is a huge initiative. Since 2002, over 700 million meals. That's unbelievable. And I donate monthly, and it's unbelievable. Like, I never really thought about giving back. You know, in the normal day-to-day life, a lot of people don't really think about giving back and donating and stuff like that. So I'm just so grateful I'm able to give back, and I've got ultra confidence that I know where that money's going as well. And the Vitamil is incredible. Like, it's actually, you know, it's not just some rice or something like that. It's a very nutritious meal. And it's not, I can't buy it. When I donate, it goes straight to where it's needed as well, and actually helps these communities in Malawi and Africa. And unbelievable initiative. And it just keeps growing. I can't believe it's up to 700 million meals so far. Cool. So we're nearly at the end. What are we going to talk about? Support and training. I mean, within my business, Karen and I have got different organizations, teams, so to speak, but the support and training I've seen within this business and within my upline, my sponsor and stuff like that, it's never ending. There's nothing else that I need. People come to me and it's like, hey, you want to learn how to do this? It's just like, well, we have a system that works. You know, we have something. I don't need outside, you know, stuff. And I'm so grateful for that. So support and training is at a very, very high level, and it's everything we need to build this business. We follow a system, and then that system duplicates. And it's, you know, if you follow a system, you will get results. It's not like hoping and wishing and praying, so to speak. It's just follow it, do the work, and you'll see the results. So moving forward, this is a big one, going back to devices as well. And Karen talked about this before. The global beauty device market, $40 billion in 2018, which was only a few years ago, and estimated to reach 113 billion in 2024. The 2024 is not that far away. I mean, we're already racing through 2021. So, and Europe's estimated to be 25% of that market. That's crazy. It's really, really big. And millennials are taking over. They're taking over the world. 74% millennials, 57% Generation X, and 43% baby boomers are interested in freelancing. So freelancing is, you know, starting one of these types of businesses that can be, you know, started from your phone. Literally, I do so much business from my iPhone. It's incredible. So yeah, device market is growing and growing very, very fast. And we've been number one. Whoops, click forward. We have been #1 for 4 years running, and I only just found this out like a few weeks ago, which I wasn't surprised at all. But this market is just growing so fast with what we've seen in the last year as well, with more people at home. People can't get to those different places that they normally go to, or they're just so busy that they'd just rather stay at home and use these devices. Do you want to add anything to this, Karen, about the device market and what you've seen since you've been doing the business as well? You would have seen some changes.
They're amazing purple cows. And so, again, thinking with a business hat on, a lot of people have creams, lotions, and potions. And so coming along with another cream, lotion, and potion can be sometimes very underwhelming. But if you come along and, I've got this thing that irons out wrinkles out of your face, or I've got something that, gets rid of the cellulite, or I've got something that, takes 2 minutes every day and boosts your skin. Is that something that's interesting to you? It's like saying, driving past a field, a country field, and seeing a whole heap of black and white cows, and then seeing a purple cow amongst that black and white cow. You stop, you take a photo, you take some notice of a purple cow, and you tell your friends. That's what these are. And so, again, with a business hat on, that's really compelling. And when you partner with the company that is the world's #1 in cleansing devices, you're already in a winner. And it's only going to get better. And we're not going to lose hold of that #1 status. I can tell you that now.
Yeah, totally. It's blows my mind. It absolutely blows my mind, our devices, and just gets better and better. And the results too. Especially with just the LumiSpa alone, actually, the results I keep seeing, I'm just like, are you for real? I've seen good results, and I just keep seeing more and more really good results at different ages of people too. It could be like 25 or could be like 55, and definitely not just for women. This is for men, women, and I've even seen kids using them as well. So unbelievable. So we're up to the last slide here. Your business, your way. Would you like to try their products? Some people just want to try the products. They just want to come in. And I just had a call to the UK before this presentation, and the woman's like, I want to try some products. No worries. Would you like to share and sell products to others? So some people want to do that after they've used the products. Or would you like to get started with the business and lead your own team? So that was me, the last one. I didn't need to try any products yet. I wanted to get stuck into the business because I saw that I caught the vision, very, very early on of what I wanted to create. And then I realized that the products are incredible after investing, a few $100 like straight up, and then getting to an event like three weeks later. So your big opportunity might be right where you are now. So that's the end of it. And I want to thank you, Karen, so much for coming on and talking about many different things, the devices, the money side of things, compensation, and also your story as well, because it's very inspiring. And yeah, thanks so much.
Thank you.